Jakarta, Indonesia. Today is our second real estate channel and our sixth real estate education to teach people in Africa. And I am the founder of a company called Ayla Associate. It's a real estate consultant, global property bank and technology center, real estate laboratorium, and education center, and World Women Leading Change, women empowerment, which focus on adding social value into businesswomen. We did almost 80 conferences during the pandemic and reached about 150,000 people. We have conference every day and also talk show from all parts of the world, from children, youth, education, creative art, wellness, infrastructure, agriculture, then of course, real estate. Real estate is important because from the day we are born to the day we are ending our life, we are inside of real estate. And Real Estate Leading Change, the channel, is an inclusiveness under the World Women Leading Change, where we want to change and lead the real estate and revolutionize the real estate world. I will acknowledge the president in the house to say hi and introduce Real Estate Center of President in other countries. Anna Stuckert from Germany, are you in the house? Ambassador Debbie, President of Real Estate from Africa. Gulshat, President of Real Estate in Monaco. Hello, Ambassador Debbie. Please introduce yourself. You are so beautiful today. And I will also acknowledge other president that's in the house, Ambassador Alice Kamunge.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for once again Rio Estate Conference. Yes, we are here from Africa. We are listening to you. Thank you so much. This is World Women Leading Change Africa, and we really this Rio Estate conference excites us because Africa we are beginning to go global on Rio Estate. And we are very happy to listen to you today and to listen to our speakers so that we can learn more. Thank you, Dr. Ira.
Thank you, President Alice. I will go into our two speakers today. And today, another session, we will talk about personal branding. The first speaker is Datin Jalina Abdul Rahman. She is the trustee board of WWLC in Malaysia. She's a fashion designer and English teacher that focus in literature. Datin Jalina, how are you today?
I'm good, dear. Thank you so much for inviting me. Everybody can hear me loud and clear. Love from Malaysia. It is about 9 o'clock at night. But then for the platform of WWLC, I am willing to take any time of the day for all of you.
And the second guest today is Ambassador Debbie, President Debbie Raputi. President Debbie, hello. She's a former Ambassador Debbie. Are you here? She will probably join us later. So she's a former bureaucrat parliament lady from South Africa. and she is also leading real estate in Africa. She's also president, vice president of WWRC in Africa. So let me talk about personal branding. Last session, we are interviewing a lady from Vietnam, and today we have two guests. Why it's important? I will talk about personal branding in 3 different sessions because I think personal branding is the value of your whole life. The value of your whole life. That's including all money you make, relationship you develop, network that you had, communities that you built, and people you associate with. Now, there is 14 important of personal branding. The first is value. The second one is skilled. The third one is behavior. The fourth one is ethic. The fifth one is originality. Number 6 is mindfulness or self-awareness. Number 7 is consistency. Number 8 is image. Number 9 is perception. Number 10 is emotional relationship. Number 11 is uniqueness. Number 12 is quality. Number 13 is positioning. And number 14 is consistency and continuity. Now, your success DNA is a finding of combination of service and excellence. You need to have a vision, and you have to work on your vision, and you need to create the image that you want to be perceived. Your business is going to be up and down like your life. You will fall, but not your personal branding. In life, in business, you will get hit all the time. You need to stay and play the game. You need to have value, and you need to have a plan for your work and work on your plan. Now, today we specifically will talk about fashion and etiquette. And I will ask Datin Jalina, she is a fashion designer. Datin Jalina, maybe you can explain more about yourself, what you do, and why do you think fashion is an important factor in personal branding? Over to you, Datin Jalina.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ayla. Thank you for inviting me as one of the speaker in this very, what we call that, a very significant platform whereby real estates and other parts of in terms of fashion, in terms of food industries, into fashion industries, tourism industries, and all that, it is all related. By the way, let me introduce a bit about myself. I am Datin Jarina Abdurrahman. Since Dr. Ayla is 16 years old, I'm a bit older than her. I can be 18. So we are forever 18. Then I have 16 years old sister, and I'm 18. And I'm sure there are a lot more who are always young at heart. And I believe that when you feel young, and you have the mindset that you are young, your strength, your energy, and your focus are much more relevant actually. And as what Dr. Ayla have introduced just now, I am an English teacher by professional actually. And the reason why, or the main focus why I started off with fashion is that I was following my husband along when he is serving in diplomatic corps. So there are a lot of functions. There are a lot of what we call that when you are in the army. My husband is an army officer. So we are abide by the rules and regulation, what to wear, not to wear. And I personally developed my own way of dressing up. I want to be different. I want to be known. That is how actually you started off your personal branding without any business yet, without any means of future planning that you're going to have business. Sometimes we don't realize that we did our own personal branding in our daily life. How you dress to work, how you wear to work, how you put your own makeup, what color of lipstick that suits you. You can't be having China red lipstick when your character is not bold. You see, that's how actually Ayla loves red lipsticks, and she can carry it well, bold, well, and with her pouty lips and sexiness. So that is her branding. But for me, I can't do that. I can't have that kind of image, and it doesn't suit my character. You see, so I'm much more milder, much more, melancholy with pale colors, and then you don't as if that when you stand on near a wall, people can't see you. You see, so that's how I developed my own personal dressing up throughout the years on unpaid leave, and following my husband staying abroad for almost 13 years abroad. I was in Australia, I was in Beijing, I was in Jakarta for 5 years. That's when we've met about 13 years ago with Dr. Ayla, and we developed our what we call that, we jive together. We have the mindset, not that to
That
say
is
I am.
personal branding.
That
Yeah.
is personal branding, actually.
So
That is personal branding.
when I think of Jalina, of all the people I met, I go to conference. That is the perceiving idea of Datin Jalina to me is her personal branding. You see in your phone call, yes, you have 10,000 people. Why do I call Datin Jalina to say, Datin, would you like to be my trustee? Because the perceiving values of Datin Jalina.
That's what you see in media, but without me realizing it. Actually, personal branding, it goes through you and with you along the way without you realizing it. But unlike when you are intending to have business, you have a future forward to have business and all that, you need to know the importance of personal branding to mark your way and to make sure people know that you exist. Okay, personal branding is what I believe is the sense of conscious and intentional effort to create and influence public perception of personality and positioning oneself to elevate credibility and differentiating oneself from the rest and ultimately advancing your goals, okay, and aims to move in your career. Okay, so I started off to be who I am, just to make sure that I'm comfortable with myself, comfortable with my dressing, comfortable with my makeup and appearance, etiquettes, and the way I carry myself. That's how it started off. So fashion comes in second. When I decided to retire, early retirement in education, and I need to focus in something that I love to do: art, painting, design, ID, interior designing, and all that. I love to see things which are beautiful and make things beautiful and make people beautiful. Okay, but not changing your character, not changing your appearance, but to suit and to enhance the appearance, the outlook, the image. Because once you open the first impression, people always say that don't judge the book by its cover, but people do judge. When people see you as a fashion designer, would you wear something which is gaudy and so lame? And people will ask you, are you sure you are a fashion designer? Because that how you people perceive you when people sees you. And when you want to sell your brand, you have to carry your brand. You have to be the brand. Like what Ayla say, you have to be the brand, and you have to believe that you are the brand. Yeah. And branding yourself. Yes, you know, dear, because these are very important. When you
important,
mark,
yes.
yeah, you mark yourself. Yeah, when you put yourself in the map, what would the color would be of the map? Is it just a small dot? Is it just a small tick and a comma? No, you have to make sure that when you are on the map, you are seen globally. Okay, no matter where you are, no matter which corner of the earth you are, people know you are there. That's branding. That is branding, and that's why it is important. And to me, branding yourself as one, you are the brand. It is important to brand yourself and create your own, developing your reputation to be known to the world. In other words, you label yourself to create your own authentic brand. To have a strong personal brand, you have to able to stand for the label you are carrying. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in what you carry and what you're going to sell. You cannot sell something that you don't believe in. You don't believe in the miracle of the medicine, and you are selling the medicine or you are selling the product. You aren't able to convince people if you do that. Yeah, believe in what you are carrying and able to talk and speak about whatever brand that you are carrying. Like myself, my fashion called Karya. Karya means creation. So I believe in my creation and I carry my creation, and my brand is me. So I cannot wear something that is not me. The brand you communicate marks your career reputation, and in some respect or promise, which I believe is the unique combination of skills and experience that make you who you are. It is how you present yourself to the world. Effective personal branding will differentiate from the competition and allow you to build trust with prospective clients and employer. That's what Dr. Ayla is doing right now. You are monetizing your brand, which unable people to copy you. Yeah, but people follow you because you are the brand. You believe in your brand. So that's why you have followers and all over South Africa, China, Taiwan, and it's growing. And I'm really amazing of how WWSC branding itself. Yeah, it's huge and amazing to see how it progressed. Yeah. So how to define your personal brand? You need to determine your goals. You need to have goals. Okay. By the way, Ayla, yes.
Vision. Ambassador
Yes,
Debbie
vision.
are here. Ambassador Debbie, are you audible? Ambassador Debbie, my other guest. She, I think, also have personal branding. I invite her today because she won the best dress, right? When we have all the conferences, she has won the best dress. So, you know, Ambassador Debbie, are you in the house?
Can I just speak? This is Mankole, President for Lesotho.
Yes, President Macaulay. Yes.
I think Ambassador Debbie is attending a funeral of the very last people who were with Nelson Mandela in Robben Island.
Ah.
So she's looking very glamorous at that funeral. I'm telling you, I had a glimpse of her. But It's a national funeral. It's a Southern African funeral, and it's brought all the Southern Africans. He's the gentleman who's passed on. He's a legend and was in prison with Nelson Mandela. So please excuse her for now.
Okay, okay. Thank you, President Macaulay. I want to acknowledge other president. Are any president in the house? I think I see president for Kenya.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Ayla.
Yes. How
Yes,
are you,
nice to see you.
Joy?
I'm fine. My name is Joy from Kenya, and I'm the president for Kenya and Kids Leading Change. Yes, and I'm glad to be here to learn about real estate.
I think Ambassador Debbie is back. Ambassador Debbie, can you hear me? You look so glamorous.
Thank you, Dr. Ayla. It's
How
about.
are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. It's my personal image. It's Mangwana Global.
Wow.
Yes, that is. It's Mangwana Global means the mother of the world, like world women didn't change.
Wow, you look so beautiful.
Thank you so much, my president. Thank you so much.
I want to ask you a question, the same one that I asked that in Jalina. I want you to explain a little bit about yourself. And as we are going to start the courses in Africa for Global Property Bank and Technology Center, how do you think personal branding is important to you? And you have personal branding because you want the best dress, and you also bring many people to WWRC in a quarter of a second, right? Like in 2 months.
Yes.
With President Alice together. Now, what is personal branding to you?
You know, President Ayla, I believe in this say, first impression lasts longer. Oh, look, I'm sorry. First impression lasts longer. So it is how you are a person who is marketing self, and it's how you portray to people and how people view yourself. And it is very important. That is why I always say that there's nothing impossible in life. And what is impossible with a person is not possible with God. So if you believe in yourself, you must believe in yourself. This issue of saying that I'm shy, it should go away, because you are a small God yourself. So I believe that there is nothing impossible. We people, we are the one who are making things to be impossible. And I believe in the say that first impression lasts longer. That is that. So personal branding is how you interact with people. I said that you must owe no one anything, but don't owe them love. You must love people. That is the most important thing. That is my personal brand.
I know. Now we go back to Datin Jalina. Yes? Datin Jalina, you know, let's talk about personal branding in real estate, because I want people to understand. And I am very furious when I see my staff going out like nonsense. They dress nonsense. Why do you think personal branding is in real estate is important? This question is for Datin Jalina and also for President Debbie. Why do you think it's important in real estate specifically?
Okay, dear. I believe that when you are trying to sell something, or you are trying to what we call that to merge something, or merge a brand, or to sell a house, or to sell as small as a candy, for example. how would you do the candy? How would you prepare the candy? Okay, is it wrapped in a tissue paper? Is it wrapped in a nice candy wrapper with ribbons, with a bit of flowers, with colors? And you are able to sell in between two. Which one would you able to sell? Of course, the one with the wrappers, with colors, with ribbons, with flowers, and of course with taste and flavor, right? So that's how I feel that when you are able to portray yourself professionally, the moment you have your cock shoes with your A-line skirt or your pencil skirt, blazer, and with confident, of course, with your appearance, with your outlook and physical way of dressing, it really take one mark out of the list, right? When you are going to out to sell out things, of course, people will see you what you wear first, what you do first, what you talk, and how you dress up, how your character is, how you approach people before people able to entertain you, able to accept your request, able to sit down with you to talk, and at least the interest is there. 20% out of the interest is already there when you are dressed up with etiquette, complete with your dress, your behavior, how you carry yourself, and all that. That's why when I say first impression is very important. Second is when you open your mouth. When you open your mouth, when you speak, that's when people will have, is either to turn you down or to carry on listening to you. So in real estate itself, I think when you have your personal branding, when you have character, and when you have the ability to attract people as what you are, Dr. Ayla, it's very mesmerizing when and people will willing to sit down and listen to you. Yeah, and for to me,
Even though
yeah, even though we are talking nonsense, okay, and what or we are joking, people are willing to just stop and listen. Why? Because your brand is there. You see, that's how I feel that when your company, your management, and whoever are employed under your management should be able, if not have 80% of your ability, at least 50% of your ability to lure people in, to attract people, that would be a very significant value to the company. And I always believe that when you have an etiquette qualification, you have to practice it as what you are, okay? And I had my etiquette training when I got married to my husband, because all army personnel should go through etiquette classes in order to know how to dress, how to represent yourself, and how to be able to stand out of others. That is how I feel, Dr. Ayla. Back
thank
to you.
Ambassador Debbie, why do you think personal branding in real estate is so important?
It is important because sometimes, let's assume that you are selling a property, a house, and you are invading other people's space, and invading other people's space. You must be honest. You must be transparent, and then they must see you as a person who is having integrity. Also important. And even when I talk about honesty, it's about speaking the truth, to the people that you'll be also interacting with. And even the character, your character, you must be warm, welcoming. But what is important is about the diversity. You must be able to understand the diversity of people. So that is my the personal branding. That what are you selling to people? That integrity, honesty, transparency, and because you are speaking, you are invading people's psychologically, economically, and even socially, their space. So that one you must hold it in confidence when you speak to people, and then those values, they must be able to even to display in your business. That is how you deal with people. That
Yes.
that is personal branding.
So, I was teaching last time about to buy real estate, you don't need a lot of money. So what do
Yes.
you need actually? You need to have trust.
Trust. Yes.
The people has to trust you, right? So you cannot go to the owner of real estate. Is very expensive. It's like it's a big deal. You cannot go to, let's say, a conference of real estate, giving a business card, wearing a sandal or wearing not a blazer, right? How can you convince? Like today we have a conference, family office conference in Monaco with Sir Ritrosa family. Now, if I go to conference, how do I convince that I say, Mr. XXX, right? Give me your property, or let me help you find the finance of your property. When they see me, right, I don't look nice. I wear sandal. I wear, even inconsistency in the way I speak, I always take my hair up in all the speaking panel, because I actually hire a personal branding image. So there is an image that you want to perceive, people to perceive, and you have to consistent. You cannot today dress like a young girl, tomorrow dress like a old girl, because I'm young. So
Although we are 16 and 18, yeah.
yes, but what I mean is, when you
I'm
speak
21.
about real estate in particular conference, right? You have to look smart, even though you are 16. Now let's go to
I'm
the
21.
yes, Ambassador Debbie.
I'm 21 years. I'm 21.
Okay, so I'm 16. I'm still the younger one, the youngest one. Now let's go to the quality. Why you need to properly dress why you have to have continuity, hair, nail, shoes, and color. You actually have to learn about color. Now, all the people in the upper class, before they have what we call finishing school, they teach you colors. They teach you what colors is good for you. For me, I love, because I'm bold and I'm loud, so I wear red lipstick. So without doing anything, I sit down. People already know I'm loud because my lipstick is red, right? So, why do you think it's important to be consistent? Satin, Jalina?
Okay, as what you say just now, Ayla, when you put on a red lipstick, that is already your brand, actually, your label, and people would see you as okay, she's there and she mark her way, okay, and you have to be consistent because that is yours to carry. And for you to be consistent is that you have to be you. You have to believe in what you carry and what is you and what is comfortable for you. And that's is one of the factor how to be consistent. Okay, you cannot fake that. You cannot fake your red lipstick, and you cannot wear other colors than red because that is not you. You see, You try my lipstick and see. It is not you. You see, dear?
Yes.
So that's why you are able to be consistent, because you believe in what you wear, and you believe in what you do and what you dress and what you put on makeup, because that is you. That is your label and that is your brand, and you are comfortable with it. Okay? And I cannot imitate you. Although I always admire, and wow, the wow factor is there. But you can idolize the mentor, but you cannot imitate the mentor if it's not you. So if you imitate and fake it, it won't be consistent. There will be no consistency. You see, because you are not sure of yourself and you try to be someone else, it will not be long. And in time to come, you tend to be, juggling with the whether it's me or no, with whether it's you or not. And of course, you want to be like your mentor, but you have to create your own personality. You have to be your own personality in order to move and in order to be consistent. That's what I feel, Dr. Ayla. That's how I feel, because I am
How
consistent throughout.
about Ambassador Debbie?
Yes, President Ayla. You know, in South Africa, we are people of color, diverse color, and we are rainbow nation. And we are a nation that wear diverse colors. And but I think, you know, with the branding, it will depend with people that I go and talk to, you know. And sometimes when you interact with people is then when you see that what a kind of people they are. You know, they are like myself. I like culture. I like paintings. I love to, you know, when I go, even in my house, I don't want a house that represent things that doesn't also talk to me, you know. So I think, you know, it's about I'm unique in a sense that, you know, I even accommodate other cultures. But what is important, it is, you know, if you wear like a professional, you know, professional dress, all right, or if ever we can say Ayla Associates, I can have a blazer that I can wear, that when I go to that, when I do my business interaction, I must wear. You know, it's either I wear a black skirt or a black dress with whatever a jacket that I'm wearing. I must wear like a professional person. So those are the things that I believe that they can assist. But diversity is very important. Diversity and looking also with people's cultures. You know, there are those who are very soft in speaking. So we should be very adaptable. We must adapt to people's culture and all. Yes, but we must be professional at all times. I mean, we can take the Muslims. Muslim people, they'll wear their mask, they'll wear their long dresses and all. That is their culture. And as I say, that it will depend with the people that I'm going to interact with. But at all time, we must not miss, you know, our humanity. You must be humane at all times. We must be humble and respecting other people's view. I thank you.
Now we will talk about personal branding image, which is outside. And the second one, I was interested with Ambassador Debbie saying ethics, morality, culture, brain honesty. How do you value these things in the personal branding? Why it's important, right? Why, for example, like how I reconnect with that in Jalina is because 13 years ago, my company, we used to go to like corporate social responsibility, and we are looking for like what you call it, a sustainable branding of corporate social responsibility. By that time, we don't have WWRC yet. So in the house of like maybe 1,000 or 2,000 people, why my eyes is shot that in Jalina? Because in the event, yes, there's so many women, and she is that time she is I think she's not even speaking in the front because she's busy with all the arrangement with a honky talkie like this. And when I saw her, I understand that this is the boss of the event, right? And after 13 years, I contact her. Datin, I want to do CSR for women, because that is in my mind. She's strong, even though she's very calm, but she's strong. And how do you think these values, yes, these values, morality, honesty, what you call it, transparency on the 10? Can I have the shares? So in my school, this is one particular school that we have, the courses we have. It's very important. People think it's not important, but it's very important, especially now in the pandemic. Very important. So over to you, Datin Jalina. Is honesty, respect, transparency, it's a personal branding that you have to cultivate. How important is that?
Okay, Dr. Ayla, we've talked just now about consistency of how to be consistent. Okay, if you're not consistent, you wouldn't have all these values, skills, behavior, ethics, uniqueness, mindfulness. When you recap your 13 years ago, when you meet me, and actually I was the management, the floor management, or in doing all the event and all that. So you see me with the skill, okay, and you see me that I'm unique, and you see the transparency of my behavior, and you tend to do your own perception, and because of that identity, it relates to us 13 years later. You see, that's how you see that uniqueness, the sincerity, the honesty, the transparency when I do my work, and it comes in all together in a package of an image. So my behavior, and you are observing of my character, behavior, skills, and my work ethics, and the quality of my work, and and you feel that it is a unique character that you are able to be carried forward. You see, and that's how when 13 years later, the quality that I have before that you see shines through. As what I said just now, you cannot fake all these things. You cannot fake sincerity. You cannot fake your behavior. You cannot fake your skills. Okay, and
emotional relationship.
Yes, when you have all this in a package, the emotional relationship comes naturally. Okay, that's how we get attracted to each other. Okay, I attracted to you because of your
Boldness.
personality, your boldness, and your all in a list of all the things that beautiful comes in a package. Okay, that's you. Okay, and And to me, at that time, 13 years ago, I did not realize also that you are looking at all this value, all this behavior, all these skills, the uniqueness, my image that I carry and all that. Because it comes from sincerity of how you portray yourself that attracts others. That's how it, when you say it is in personal branding, that is what in personal branding is. Unique, skillness, behavior, sincerity, value, and how you position yourself. At that time, I was not the number one. I mean, I'm not the ambassador's wife, but I'm the working horse. Okay? You actually, if people would want to see,
You are
they would
4-star general wife. So
you will see the ambassador's wife, being there with high hair, with a beautiful dress and all that. Me with walkie-talkie, with positioning myself everywhere to ensure things are run. So I did not realize that people are saying that as a value. Okay, and 13 years later, when I came back to Malaysia and all that, you remember that because it is a value. Correct, dear? I mean, if it is
quality.
not a value,
It's
yes,
quality.
yes, it's a quality,
See the
quality
work,
that you remember.
excellence, and quality. You cannot make an
Exactly.
event without that quality. So I see that in you, and I contact you because I know, when I want to do my woman empowerment, this is the woman that I want. Right?
Right. Okay, dear.
Ambassador Debbie. So why do you think ethics, moral transparency is important?
It's important so that we should be able to bring more understanding and people to be able to understand what is expected of them, even of me, because we are dependent and interdependent on each other. And one thing that I always say, President Ayla, I don't believe in this thing when people, they say that they are perfect. There is no perfect being, but we are learning as we go. We need, like my sister, what she said, we learn from each other, and learning is a continual kind of a process. I don't want to see a perfect person. There is no perfect person. We do mistakes and we learn from our mistakes. However, what is important is quality. Quality, because we are dependent. I'm dependent on you, and you are also dependent on me.
On you in South Africa, in real estate in Africa.
We are interdependent.
And I'm dependent on that in Jalina on dressing me.
And I don't want to see a perfect person. I don't want a perfect person to be next to me, because the perfect person is very dangerous. And what we need is just that we must be honest. And if you have made a mistake, you must say, I'm sorry, I've done this mistake. That is part of honesty. That is my first thing of honesty. Because a person who cannot say, I'm sorry, is very dangerous, very dangerous. So if you have done a mistake, say, I've done a mistake, I'm very sorry, please forgive me, so that we can be able to go on. And the other issue is about it is about hard working. How can you be successful and if ever you don't want to put an extra hour? So I think what attracted you to Andeline is because she was hardworking. She wanted to see happening. She wanted, to see producing the quality product, not a perfect product, but a quality product in the end. That is the most important branding. My branding is honesty, and my branding is interdependency and dependent, and my branding is about quality and honesty. And I will say, I'm sorry, I've done a mistake, so that I can learn from my mistake.
Yes.
I thank you.
Personal branding is also a continuity of learning and skill yourself. Yes. And how you perceive a value. Right. So now I want to ask the fourth questions about personal branding. How do you think your personal branding can sustain a value in real estate? Like, you know, for example, like if you have real estate, right? And you either selling, or you either become a developer, or you either, you know, you either become a real estate agent. They all need personal branding, right? How do you think the value of personal branding sustaining the value of the real estate? Smart question.
As a fashion designer, I would have to think of how it relates. Fashion and real estate related. Okay, and how does the personal branding relate to real estate and fashion? Okay,
Yes.
that's a tough question actually. But I will try to explain on how it on my definition, how I define it. Okay, because when you develop your personal brand, you are able to develop the things and whatever mechanism that is around you. When you are able to figure out who you are able to sell out things confidently. Okay, so confident and personal branding doesn't deter at all. It comes hand in hand, whereby you have to determine on what you want to be known for. Okay, so personal branding with real estates, when you are able to know who you are, when you are able to know to brand out yourself, you are able to sell out whatever things that you want to sell. Actually, not only in real estate.
Body is a real estate of clothing. Yes.
Yes, actually, body is the real estate of clothing. You are right. Yeah. So you have to define what is your requirement and what is your ability in order to be sustainable. Okay, you got to define, to have to measure your ability first, and in order to sustain, you need to define all the criteria to be sustainable. That is how I feel
The
that
value will sustain.
yes, the value of sustain to be sustainable. Yep.
Ambassador
Did I
Debbie?
answer your question?
Yes. What do you think, Ambassador Debbie?
I think that boldness is very important. You must be humble but bold. Bold in the sense of being honest, honesty, because it's also an essence of
value of real estate.
Yes, yes. You must be very bold, assertive, and humble. It doesn't mean that if you are humble, you are not bold, but those are the characteristics. And be able to how to close. To close your what is your transaction, if ever you are discussing with person, and you know that this is where I stand, that I can say firmness, boldness, assertiveness, but still humble. That I view them like that, because I've been interacting with a lot of people, and then, interacting with other people, and you must be able to draw the line. You must know where you draw the line. That is the most important thing.
And
And
how
that-
do you sustain that real estate value towards the, say, that relationship?
If you with them, I think what you should do, you also, you must ask people to evaluate yourself. You must be also, you need to be evaluated. You ask people really to say, what do you think about this? You must also get other people's view so that you can be able to sustain yourself. You cannot be an alpha and omega, but somebody must be able to evaluate you. You ask them honestly. You can ask your friends, you can ask your husband, your children, that how am I doing, or what should I do, and that. So you must always, quality is about continuous improvement to sustain selves. I thank you.
Okay. So real estate value, yes. When people buy real estate from you, for example, if you have a personal branding, they know, for example, if you are an expert, they know that you will buy real estate in the good value. You will have a real estate with half quality. And yes, I agree with Ambassador Debbie. You can be wrong because, my whole life, I invested in the little island called Bali because I lived there on 10 years and I always loved Bali, and it's a small island, very small island. And I think that this is the only island in the world that has Hinduism that's different from different parts of the world. So it's unique. And the big of the island is only 589 kilometers. So I think the value will go up, and the whole world know Bali, right? So I invested a lot in Bali, right? And it turns out that one day Bali have volcano eruption, right? Now, even though I have a real estate in the best particular area, it's affected, right? The value drop, let's say. But real estate value is never drop until you exit, right? So because of it, because let's say people know, oh, if you say you are selling real estate because you're also an investor, for example, you will buy in the good particular value. And if you have also your network, let's say your network, because personal branding, it's because your relationship to people one-on-one. And because of that, you are able to attract people that maybe the gap is like, maybe they are bigger than you, older than you, or even like, the network, because I believe when you met somebody, you actually will connect it to also their network, right? And that is depending on their personal branding. All right. And if let's say, if you have personal branding, it means that even if you are in the difficult situation, let's say you cannot sell real estate, right? Or whatever, because of even now pandemic, let's say pandemic time, nobody can really exit the real estate. But I say it's time to buy. Of course, if you have liquidity, and liquidity you need to find. But because you have personal branding, you can contact anyone, let's say, and because you are honest, you will tell them, look, this is a very good opportunity, right? But they will trust you. They will put money in the table for you because they know that this particular consultant or this particular person, they have personal branding. It's trust. Of course, you can be wrong. Yes. I mean, Nobody is perfect. Everybody, the way your life, you are learning, you are exploring, you are enhancing personal branding, right? Even last night, my son, very funny, 8 years old, he asked me very good question. He said, Mama, every day you work, conference, make phone calls, you know, your business not making money, like you don't sell anything in your real estate. Nobody actually renting from you. You are not selling any real estate in pandemic, my son. And why you are keeping working? He said. Very good questions, yes? Why do I have to go to conference every day? Why I have to add value every day? Because I need to keep my personal branding, the value, it has to sustain toward the life. You see, Albert Einstein is Albert Einstein. So when people talk about Albert Einstein, it's Albert Einstein because Albert Einstein is scientist. Now, if does Albert Einstein found all his life the continuity of science? No, he find one continuity, like one very good science, right? And then that is what people perceive. Especially now in pandemic, you need to stay alive because everybody die, business die, you know. All people, the big people, let's say office is closed, industry is closed. Why you have to start? Because during this time is important for you to show that, hello, I'm alive and I'm here. And I'm not only money oriented person. Yes, I look for money, but I also care about human. Today in the conference, they stated that all the family office investment, they understand the value after sales. After sales, you know, the value, intrinsic value after sales. You know, what is intrinsic value after sale? They say now when you invest in a business that don't give impact on people's life, don't have other value to give impact, and that cannot be measured, then we don't invest. Because business can jump. Today you are rich, tomorrow you have, for example, you don't actually have anything even to eat, for example. But because you have personal branding, right, you can call people and you say, hello, this is a good value. But of course you have to be honest. Like now I don't even sell, for example, I don't sell real estate. I say, okay, we go and have a look. We go and look for the estate and we look for the best particular deal. Because I cannot promise to my investor, hello, buy the real estate and next year you will you will double your money, right? You cannot do that because when they invest with you and they don't get the value as they perceive, they will get angry to you. In fact, sometimes this value, you don't create the value. What happened if, let's say, there is earthquake, there is a volcano eruption, there is, you know, many things can happen in business, right? So personal branding is super important. Now, Ambassador Debbie, I want to ask you personal questions. Yes, you were before a parliament, right? Ambassador Debbie?
Yes, President Ayla, I was in parliament.
Yes. So during, now you are retired, yes?
I'm not retired, I'm still working.
Oh, you are still in parliament now?
No, you can see that I mean, wealth women didn't change.
Yes, but what I mean is like this.
Yeah.
When you are not in parliament, yes? Why do you think people, when you call people, they answer your phone calls? You don't even have to send a you know, there is standard operational procedures when you want to call, let's say, minister, you have to you know, you have to actually write letter. Yes, you cannot just, hello, come and talk in my conference, right? Why
Yes.
do you think they take you seriously?
They take me serious because I become transparent with them. I tell them the truth.
Yes,
And then
because you have personal branding, right?
and yes, I tell them the truth. My name is Debbie Dinawa Raputi. I'm from the World Women Leading Change. And I really appreciate your expertise and your abilities. And I think you'll be able to add value in World Women Leading Change. I thank you. You know, I acknowledge them of what they are. I phone them. And I, even those who they don't know me, that have not met me, but I will always, you know, introduce myself like that. I thank you.
Datin Jalina,
Okay, dear.
how
As
can
what
you
I
go?
mentioned,
Yes, how can, you know, Datin Jalina is the wife of a 4-star general. The husband is acknowledged as a hero of a country in Malaysia, right? She never go out of the country, without the husband. One day I tell her, Datin Jalina, you need to speak in WWRC conclave in India, right? Right?
and without
and you know,
any questions.
yes. So, you know, Datin Jalina, how do you think your husband allow you to go out?
My love.
Okay, actually, one of the reason why, because he knows you very well, and he knows your capability, and he knows my desire to mount myself, you know, to be able to voice out my to be vocal, and to be able for people to hear me out. So he knows my capability, and he knows what I want in life. And first of all, because he trusts me with you. one
Yes,
one of
and
the
then,
reason
you
why.
know, in India, I feel so bad because we're walking in the street without people. You know, normally you have 3 bodyguards, yes, to follow you
Yes,
around.
yes.
But we sit in the, you know, we go to, we go to little street in
We
India.
take Grab.
Yes, we go
So
to
you know
little
what?
street in India. But why? You know, because that's personal branding. And why
Exactly.
I buy your clothes, Datin Jalina? Do you know why?
Why, dear?
Because of
What?
personal branding.
True. True.
I will never buy anything to people that I don't know. You know why? Because I want to be remembered. Personal branding is about emotional attachment to people. Right?
Exactly. I believe in that too.
Yes, if people understand that, okay, this person tried to help me. So the moment they understand there's a good deal of real estate, it doesn't, you see, personal branding, you don't get the money now, right? Money, like
Right.
I said, money is illusion. You create it, you attract. If in fact I'm wearing like a green eye to witchcraft money, that's personal branding. Okay. Any questions in the house? Let me acknowledge President. We have President Rebecca Marudu. Say hello, President Rebecca. President Rebecca is President of Infrastructure.
Hello, hello everyone. Thank you, President Aila. Thank you very much for the session today. I think I have learned a lot on personal branding, and whatever you are doing and whatever you are, how you perceive yourself, it's part of your personal branding, and then I think that's what made more people to brand with ourselves because of what we are doing and of what we are, our stature. I think today I haven't even had a deep sense of myself as a person on how my personal branding is on my side. Thank you very much with President Debbie and Jolina for your information and your advice and the guidance on how we should brand ourselves. Thank you, President Ayla.
Yes, I have President Mankole. Raise hand. Yes, President Mankole, you have questions? President Mankole.
Can you hear me?
Yes. President Mankole. You are mute off.
Okay, okay. All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Dr. Ayla. Thank you so much for the presenters. This has been very insightful. I think we should not take this very lightly. It does not only go for infrastructure, but I want to take our scenario like in sub-Saharan Africa. I will not like to say Lesotho only, but in every change of government, you see the new, let me take it down from the First Lady to the cabinet, to all people who are actually ambassadors of our countries. I don't know how to say this more importantly, Dr. Ayla, we need some kind of an etiquette course. I was just so intrigued to hear that there is actually an etiquette course. People are taken to dinners and you do not know which fork to start off with. You do not know how to respond when you acknowledge somebody because of our different cultures. We are now talking about a global village. We're talking about internationalization. Yes, travel may be cut for a while, but as we communicate through technology, it is most important to be able to express oneself and be able to say what you want to say, how you want to say it, and to be taken seriously. For example, like you've been talking about real estate, it's amazing. I mean, the way you're going to appear, the way you're going to have your contracts, your documentation ready, the way you're going to communicate immediately informs the client that, yes, I want to continue. And if Dr. Ayla is looking as hot as she is, the couch that she's sitting on, my Lord, the type of infrastructure that she sells, I'm really intrigued. Thank you so much, ladies. Can we take it a step further? Can we refine it? Can we put it into a short training course?
Yes. We actually in my school, I have a school. It's important. This actually I take out as a one particular school because it's so important. It's so important. I seriously think it's important because, you know, I was lucky when I was younger. I go to this etiquette school. They teach you every single thing. Like you can, you know, you will not believe it that you actually have colors for you. You are a land color or a sky color. You know, there's two colors. There's two palette color. You know, some people have are very good in pale and some people are very good in say sky color, and you have to find your color by your character. You cannot say like you're wearing pink lipstick but you are bold, you are tough, you are strong, you know, then it does not suit you, right? So people, in fact, even
that's what I've been saying just now.
Yes, in fact, even your perfume, you know, your perfume, you know, you have to wear specific perfume, same color, same smell every day, because that's your frequency. And when you wear perfume, right, your perfume with your odor combined together, that is, the smell is actually unique, and that is you, and you cannot be somebody else. You need to be you.
Yeah, but you know what, Professor Ayla, cool down a bit. Because you know what, we're talking about an international conference. Some of us Africans, our odors are a bit stronger than others. So we need unique perfumes.
Yes. In fact,
Dr. Ayla,
I can
Yes.
teach you.
Ayla, I'm sorry, Dr. Ayla. And there is with Sibusiso, I think President Wanja on her creative arts and that, if she can bring Sibusiso Mahlangu from South Africa, he wanted to speak about the dress code. I think the dress code is, as President Mankole have said, the order, the perfume that you wear, it also speak a million. So I'm just asking if President Wanja for Creative Art on Saturday, if she can ask Busiso to talk. I thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador Debbie. Yes, yes. You know, dressing well is not about, it's not actually about you, right? It's like respect to others. You know, you cannot, you know, I'm very, what you call it? You know, one day I was walking in the street and I remember this so well. I'm in London and I was about going to meeting, and then I wear the shoe with the you know, you can see the feet. You understand, like a salop, like, you know, like you can see actually the feet, like the jari. The jari itu apa, Datin ya?
Your fingers, your
Yeah,
stilettos,
my
you're wearing
toe.
stilettos.
Yes.
Yeah.
They can see it. You know what happened? That time I was intern. My boss said to me, "You cannot come with me to the meeting." I was shocked. It's an important meeting, and this is like, you know, I am actually inviting the person. He goes, "You are not coming to the meeting with that particular shoes." I said, "Why?" Because he said it's not polite. I'm like, "Why it's not polite? I'm comfortable with this." If you going to shop, you don't meet people, it's okay, you know, you can dress whatever. But if you come to a business meeting, you cannot. And I did not go to meetings. I seriously not go to meeting. And from that moment, I understand that, you know, actually it's not about the shoe. It's like you are wearing, you know, you have to cover your feet in terms of, if you go to, there is a very classic shoes, right? Very classic particular shoes that you don't have to
Court shoes.
always wear a high heel, but you have to cover
It's a
your
court
toe when you
shoes.
go meeting. What
Yeah.
is the name, Datin?
Court shoes.
Yes,
It's a
you
court
have
shoes.
to. You know, even in fact, when I go to flight attendant, they're also very strict. You need, there's some colors you have to wear in your.
Yeah.
You cannot wear any colors. There's some colors you have to follow. You know, and
There's a color coding.
Yes, I did not know how important until, you know, I remember that, you know, people will say, "We would like you to speak in our conference." I will never speak because I'm very shy, and like Helen say, I didn't speak for the past 2 years, you know, because I always put myself in the box, because we don't really speak like in public. We don't really, you know, we don't really like. But I understand now why people like to call me, let's say, to speak, because they first they like me because I'm funny and I'm a little bit crazy, because I'm young. I go to take people dancing.
You
They
mark
remember
your
the
brand,
fun.
actually, dear, because you
Fun.
mark your brand. That is your personal branding.
But
That
I also
attracts
dress
people.
different. You know, people will see me. You know, I wear sarung every day. This is sarung. Yes. So they know if there is a meeting. Oh, that they already differentiate me from far. That's Ayla because she wears sarung. Nobody wears sarung, right? So you have to differentiate. It depends on how you say you wanna. Because you know why I wear sarung? Because after I deliver my kid, none of my pants fit me. You know, and I need to still wear. You know, so I just wear sarung. But it's actually become a trend for me, like a unique. So I think you have to find that uniqueness. It's either a pencil skirt but you continue. That's the image. But actually, the most important thing is not the image; is in the back of the image, right? Say if people do
Because
business with you. Yes.
You never fake it, and you are comfortable with it, and that's when the consistency comes in. You see? So when you are consistent and you don't fake it, that is when your brand comes in. You
Yes.
see, your sound is your brand.
That's why I say to all the president, consistent on the time, 9 p.m. GMT, 1 p.m. GMT, right? Or consistent in every week we do conference. You will learn how to speak. You will learn, little by little, right? Some people just never speak. I never speak until Helen called me. Do you know that my first public speaking is actually 2017. So I'm like a baby now, public speaking. Helen teach me how to speak. You have to go out and speak, she said, and I learned through the years. I think there is another president in the house we have to acknowledge, President Chase.
Yes, President Ayla, thank you very much for the opportunity. And this has been a classroom that has been informative. I've learned a lot about personal branding. I think it's one thing that I've never really taken account of, but I see the importance of it. That when you leave a person, you leave a mark on them, and they know exactly what you are about and the value that you hold. So this is really important. I actually would want a class or attend a class on etiquette, on just personal branding for myself as well, and just all the other women around. It's very important. I've seen the importance of it. Thank you.
Thank you, President Mancole. We have question and answer. Anybody want to ask questions? While Datin Jalina is here. Now, I give you the result of personal branding, yes? So this is the 10. I repeat again, it's value, skill, uniqueness, image, behavior, ethics, mindfulness, self-awareness, originality. You cannot imitate other people. You need to be you. Positioning. Where is you in the society? What are you doing? What is your consistency of doing? And you have to have a story, your brand story. Why are you in whatever that you do? You need to write it, you need to say it. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why it's important to you? And perception. Emotional relationship. Now, this is very important because, there is no business in the world. I repeat, there is no business in the world. What exists is relationship. You will not ever going to get a work from government or anything because they don't have emotional relationship with you, And throughout the years, I understand that people who contact me after the years, they have a relationship with me, they have emotional relationship with me. We are attached emotionally because you could never imitate the feeling you had when you talk to a person. It's like a charisma. It's like falling in love, but you can actually cultivate that. You can actually find out your charisma. What is in my character that is so shine, that is more than the other character of mine. And identity, you have to create your identity. You see, I always say I'm a real estate consultant, and a real estate consultant, real estate educator, and socialpreneur, right? These three. Real estate. And even though I say I invest, but I never say I'm an investor of real estate because I want to perceive people as an expert of real estate. That's why I have the school, because I want to be known as the expert of real estate. I want to be the next Trump, like Ayla. When people say, oh, Ayla is real estate consultant. That's it. That's the brand. Ayla, it's like WWRC, because real estate consulting that cares for people. Now, create continuity. You know, you have to, if you don't make money or you make money, whatever your condition, you need to continue and finish the job, regardless whoever your client is. This is excellence. You cannot say today I come, tomorrow I'm not coming because he doesn't pay me, or say I am in this industry because this industry give me money. Because the real value is not always about money. The real value is when people understand, when I met that person, my life changed. You know? So that is continuity and consistency. Let's say, if you see all my color, I have only, you know, when you study color, there's only 3 colors that exist in this world, plus black and white. Black and white is not color. It's a hue, they say. Now the 3 color is red, black, red, yellow, and blue. All other color is combination. All my company, the color is either black, white, red, yellow, right? So that's consistency in everything. In fact, if you come to my clothing, my board clothing, I only have few colors that I like. It's not also I like, but I go into a color consultant. There is a color consultant. So in fact, that if you see all the movie star, royal family, artists, whatever, they actually study that. They have an image consultant that, okay, this is your image. So when I enter the real estate market, I want to be known as like the value is elegant. The value is classy, because I want to perceive that value. That's why every time I always put my hair up if I'm in real estate class. You know, I always wear a proper blazer if I am teaching real estate, because consistency and quality. Okay, now we say this is the value of personal branding. Move it. Yes. First is you will lead more. People will trust you to lead when you have personal branding. Now I'm gonna give a proof. Okay, let me prove it. Ambassador, President here. I'm sure there is, you are being recruited by, because WWRC, you cannot just, hello, I want to be member. You cannot, yes? You cannot, right? Because you have to be appointed. Now, why do you take, when people say, hello, you want to come into this? You never met Ayla, right? You don't know me yet. You don't even know WWRC. What happened if WWRC not exist? But you come because the person that brings you, you know, because the quality of that person. Now, I want to ask, let's say, President Rebecca. President Rebecca, because you are, you know, real estate and infrastructure is like together. President Rebecca,
Yes.
how do you know WWRC?
The first time I heard about WWLC, I was recruited by President Debbie. And President Debbie, when she recruited me, she just told me the vision of WWLC and the mission. So because of President Debbie, it's one woman that I know that whatever she touches turns to gold. I just jumped to the opportunity to say, no, President Debbie, I'm available, because whatever you are saying is what I'm currently doing, and it's what currently resembles me. So that's why I said I'm in that organization. And then
See, that
within,
is a proof, yeah, President Rebecca. Now, if somebody else approach you, hey, you want to come to WWRC, will you say yes? You don't know me. Let's say you never met me except for the how do you say yes? It's personal branding. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, let me give you an example. Now, if infrastructure is done in South Africa, let's say we decided to take one road, yes? The value of the road, let's say $500 million. So how much is the value of Ambassador Debbie? There's only one road if we decided to do infrastructure. So
Yes.
now you understand how big is the value of personal branding. It's the
Yes,
whole of you, right?
Yes, it's true.
The whole of you. It cannot be differentiated by, okay, today the value is $5, tomorrow $10. That's why sometimes when I say, look, my brand is this value, I rather give free than I have a value. I give free my lessons because I then give value, and that is the value that I put, rather than I
Yes.
sell for cheap, you know, like $5, $1, $3. It's a
Yes.
brand, you perceive it. So
Yes. it's
imagine
true.
when we finish with infrastructure, what is the personal branding value of Ambassador Debbie? Now, let me ask President Alice, Ambassador Debbie, who recruit you to WWLC? Ambassador Debbie.
President Ayla, I was
Yeah.
recruited by President Alice because we did discuss about our vision and mission, and her kindness, and we were very transparent to each other. And after that, she even sent me Ayla associate and all. And then, I said that this is a credible organization that I can join in. I thank you. That was the most important thing why I joined, because of the branding,
because of
the
personal
company.
branding of
Branding.
Ambassador
The-
Debbie, yes.
Yes.
Ambassador Alice.
Yes.
Right? So in fact, personal branding is going to deteriorate your life for the rest of your life. When you die, people will value you as a person. Forget about your money, forget about everything you do. They will value you, they will come to your funeral because of that personal branding you have. So in fact, in my channel, in my real estate channel, I take 3 sessions for personal branding. That's how important it is, because you will die somehow, because COVID, not because COVID, whatever. You will eventually die. So how do you want to be remembered? Datin Jalina, how do you want to be remembered? Ask Datin Jalina.
Okay, we have discussed about personal branding, and it comes not only from the business, or when you want to do business, or when you want to do a real estate. It is in you when you develop a mark around your name and around your career. So this mark to express and to communicate the skills, personality, and values. Okay, that is how personal branding is. That means it is in you, in what you carry, in what you do, in what your daily life routine is. It comes naturally. Okay, so how you define and mark yourself in the map, as what I say just now, is how you personalize yourself and how you value and authenticate what is your skills and your credibility. That is how, if the question is, how would I want people to know me and to remember me? Okay.
What does
Of course.
How do you want to be remembered, Datin Jalina?
As me, you see, as what my brand is, as how I brand myself and personalize myself. That is how I want people to know, to remember me. You see, that is when personal branding is all about. It comes naturally and people will remember you as what it is, as what you are. You see, that is what personal branding all about.
Ambassador Debbie, how about you? How do you want to be remembered?
I want to be
What
remembered
is your
as
personal branding?
a very transparent, a very helpful and outgoing person, and very loving person, and very firm person. Yes is yes, no is no. That is me. That is my personal branding. Loving, transparent, accommodative, very firm. That is my personal branding, and very, reaching out. I like to reach out and assisting others. Those who, they say that we should always be mindful of those who don't have. I always be mindful of those who don't have and share my capabilities, my expertise with them. That is why I want people to remember me. I thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador Debbie. Now, when you lead more, you influence more, the result is you will earn more. What do you earn? Like I said, business is not about money. It's about relationship. First, you will earn respect. Second, you will earn trust. Then you will earn money. When this is two you have as personal branding of you, your value, it's like antiques. Through the years, it will go up because you skilled your life, Let me explain to you. When I come to say business meeting, before I said I am a real estate consultant. Yes. My brand called Ayla Associate. Now I say I am a real estate and socialpreneur. For example, the moment I say socialpreneur, people will immediately ask me, what is the socialpreneur? I say I am power woman. Then they're shocked. How do you empower them? I teach them, I educate them, I educate disabled, I educate children, I educate the youth. We teach kindness, and I have WWRC. Immediately they take me seriously, super seriously, right? Because they understand when they talk to me, they talk with 3 other million powerful businesswomen, right? And these women, they live around the world. So that is the personal branding of woman empowerment, right? So now, even in pandemic time, people all know we have 75 conference. We want to applause all the president here, right? Especially President Alice Kamunge and all president in Africa. You bring 23 country in 2 months. In fact, I cannot even do it, ya, Datin Jalina, yes? Why is that? Why is that? Personal branding.
Branding, yeah.
Yes.
Branding.
So that's how important it is. You need to be careful with it, Once you are stepping in, you need to be very careful with that. You have to commit it. That's why I always say to President Alice, we don't chase people, they chase us. Don't chase.
Because your brand is about who you are, actually.
Yes,
your
because,
brand is about who you are, about you, right?
Yes.
And what you have to offer.
Yes, of course. And the network, that is that. Now you collect this network. Do you think you can buy your friend? You think friend is for sale in the, if you can buy your friend, it's good. You think you can buy friendship, for example, with some very successful people. Let's say Ritosa family. Can you buy? Hey, sir, I want to buy I wanted to buy your friendship. How much is it? Can you buy? You cannot buy. You have to have relationship with them, so you can ask them to, can you talk in my conference, sir? It goes through to the years. You know, it cannot happen in one particular night. That is so important, personal branding. It's about you, how your color, how you want to be perceived, and it's continuity and consistency. Okay, I let Ambassador Alice Kamunge close this real estate leading change. Datin Jalina, you have anything other to say? We are past 9 minutes.
Okay, just a few words before we go off. Building a personal brand takes time and effort, as what you say. It takes time and effort, and it is in you, maybe since small. Okay, you build up your character, you build up your behavior, your values, and your quality since your childhood. Okay, you mold your values and your quality. So it is worth the projection when you want and you aim it to be. You need to have strategies in order to personal brand that what you aim. Pay attention to details, okay? And never underestimate little things. Such as example, lipstick. Yeah, people can put on lipsticks, but what color of lipstick that suits you? What color of lipstick that stands you out? Okay, there are small things that people sometimes overlook, but actually bring an impact to a character. Okay, so it comes in a package: mindset, confidence, dress, shoes, nail color, hairdo, or even how you put on your hijabs. It tells who you are the moment you extend your hand to introduce yourself. First impression makes or break you. Remember this, first impression will make you or break you. So don't believe it when people say don't judge the book by its cover. People are judging you by your cover. Okay? And normal people will always judge you by your look and when you open your mouth. When you open your mouth, they will always measure what is your what we call that your personality, or what is your whether you are qualified,
brain.
what is your qualification, yeah, your brain
Brain.
is. Okay, and second, when you open your mouth to speak, so pleasant, confident, charismatic is the key. So always have this, and I'm willing to share, as I have the qualification in finishing school, and I'm able to teach in terms of etiquette and color coding, and how to mingle in a official manner, professional manner, and also in a casual environment. So I'm willing to be part of it. If you are willing to have me on board, Dr. Ayla, if you need my expertise, I'm all yours. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, Datin Jalina. You are also my mentor in dressing, and thank you. I always value our friendship, you know. Thank you so much for being here. Ambassador Debbie, you have any other thing to say?
Yes, Ambassador Ayla. Love, kindness, and reaching out to people with a smile. That is the most important. Can you see me?
No?
Hello?
Yeah.
You can see me? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes. I said love, kindness, reaching out to people with a smile. That is the most important way of branding yourself. And always be honest. Honesty, like today I went to a funeral. I told President Rebecca that I'm going to the funeral. I'm going to come back, very quick back. And she knows where I am. so that if somebody asks her what had happened, she knows that where I went. So that is love, kindness, reaching out with a smile. We owe anybody nothing. We owe them to love them. That is that. That is my personal branding.
Thank you, Ambassador Debbie. We are very, very honored to have you on board with us, you know, in WWRC, in the real estate sector. I'm very honored to have you as my sister, my soul sister. Now I give back to the president of WWRC Africa, President Alice, to close.
Thank you, our trainers today. I think, like Margaret said, today we have learned a lot. We have learned personal branding. Thank you, Jelena, for coming through for us to teach us personal branding. You know, as Jelena was talking, I remember here in my country, armed forces wives must go through a certain kind of training, because there is how you have to carry yourself. And I think, Jelena, yours is more stronger than ours. So we look forward to having you to take us through training. Actually, we would want to like Mankora said, I think we would want to have it like yesterday. And I'll be your first student to learn, because here we are taught how to respect our husbands, how to cook for them, how to serve them, how to talk to them, but how to talk in their presence, but not ourselves. So I teach personal branding and etiquette and grooming. And today I have one of my girls who went through our etiquette and grooming as I do Miss Tourism. So I would want to give her this opportunity to tell us how it benefited her through training as Miss Tourism Kenya, because we teach them etiquette and grooming, and so that she can go to tell our sisters that there's a class coming on with coming very soon, where they will now be taught personal branding. Noni, can you say something? Can you close this one on behalf of your mom? Noni, unmute. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Madam Alice. My name is Noni. I'm Miss Tourism Kenya, Embu County. And the topic was so personal, because, you know, as a model, you are all about your image. And I must truly say, when we joined Miss Tourism Kenya, most of us were not confident. They didn't know most about fashion. But I remember one session that we had, and I had someone here saying that we have to people need to know about etiquette and all that. And I remember one class that we had about using forks and all the important things that you will find on a professional dinner meeting or something like that. And it really benefited most of us, because, you know, Miss Tourism represents 47 counties in Kenya, and the girls are from all over, some from the village, and it was such things are a privilege to learn. And it's really important, because, for example, I'm not the same girl that I was before then. I'm now, if I walk in a room, in a meeting, there's something I command with my image, how I'm dressed, how I walk, how I introduce myself. And that's the confidence that we all need as women. So this came in handy, and I'll be happy to tell my sisters from Miss Tourism and others about the upcoming maybe class on all this personal branding. And yeah, we can't wait. Thank you, Madam Alice, for the opportunity.
Can I ask you questions? Can I ask you a question, Noni?
Yes, yes, yes.
It's very interesting because you said when you walk into a room, people can differentiate you.
Yes.
What is you think that the quality that people can differentiate you? Like, because that's image. How do
Yeah.
you dress?
Yeah.
Is it because you are Miss Tourism
Uh-huh.
or just people can differentiate you? Because, you know, in real estate is the same. People say,
Yeah.
why we have to go to her office to file, let's say, hey, we want to go and restructure a loan. Why we have to come to you? You know, you are expensive. There's so many people there
Yeah.
that is like, for example, yes, or why do you think that is your strength?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the question, Dr. Ayla. When personally, I'm a very petite girl, very petite, and there's a time I didn't know what to do with that. I could get very intimidated, like when I go to auditions for maybe modeling and I see tall, very tall girls or something like that. But then I learned that, wait, this is what makes me unique, because I'm able to do what I can. I'm comfortable with my body. And then I embraced that and I realized that that was my superpower. And so I learned how to dress my body. I learned what was comfortable with me. And I didn't have to be like anyone else or any other person. And that is what made me who I am today. And so about walking in a room and people can differentiate me, it's because I'm comfortable in my body. You have to be comfortable in who you are. And that translates, because they say beauty comes from within. And so you glow from inside. And also, it's not all about, yes, you're smart, your shoes are beautiful and your nails, but once you open your mouth, what are you saying? And that's where the first impression also comes. It's not only about your dress code or everything, of which that is very important, but once you open your mouth, what do you say? It really represents you. It makes, it introduces your personality. People, that's where they like you or they don't like you. So I think that's also very important. And I encourage everyone to learn who they are and how to really represent themselves without even talking, but just how you interact with people. Just like you say, doctor, the relationship, because business is the relationship. Someone might just like how you interact with them, and that will go well for your business. So yeah, really just know who you are, be comfortable with who you are, and everything else will, I think, will be just come naturally.
Yes, that is your energy, yeah. Because okay, when you have confidence, particular atom, we are not living in the world that there is nothing around us. There is a particular atom actually about us. It's about our mind. You know, even though you don't talk, even though you say nothing, you walk into the room and you can feel when you are, this is the difference. When you are confident walking to a room, when you are not confident walking to a room, there is a difference to it.
Yes.
Yes?
Your lipstick is talking.
Yeah.
Without your mouth opening.
Yes, but that energy, people can feel you, you know, like you know, some people just have a very big energy, like you can sense their, what you call it, their wave, you know. Now, how do we find that wave? Because it does it does, you have it when you're born, but you have to find that, because maybe my wave is red, maybe yours is blue, right? So I think that it's also about your confidence. You know, I am petite and I'm fine with my petiteness. I'm beautiful, for example. I am powerful. Walk into the room, people will look at you like that. Is everything is in what is in your mind, but you have to do it consistent, because sometimes if you go, oh no, then you rather don't go to party. If you are in the bad mood, don't meet people, don't go to party, don't don't even shake people's hand. They will feel it. That is personal branding. Thank you so much, Ambassador Alice. Noni is amazing, and yes, very important for people to capture your energy or capture your personal branding, because that is what the value of your life.
Very much. That is one of Miss Tourism girls, and because we take them through etiquette and grooming, and that's why what Gina said today is a sweet song in my ears, because I think we'll be calling Jarina so that we can combine forces. Apart from what I teach, etiquette and grooming is part of our training here at Vera Beauty Orange. But what we have spoken today, and Dr. Ira, what you have spoken today, including my friend Ambassador Debbie, will add value to our course, because we focus so much on the body and the appearance and the presence, and we want to discuss more on colors, because colors, today we have learned colors mean a lot. I love red. I love red lipstick. That's what I use all the time, and I love it. I love strong perfumes. But I didn't know that I need to stick to one perfume. So I have a problem to choose the one I'll be now known with, because I have like 4 perfumes which I use. So now I'll pick one, and then I'll be known for one. So today we have learned a lot, and I think
Alice smell. I can smell it even with the Zoom.
Yes.
My smell is comfort.
Yes.
It's black orchard.
When you pass through into a lobby, everybody will notice somebody has entered. That's what I love. So now today I've seen now I need to pick only one so that I'll be known for one. Thank you very much. And thank you so much for that wonderful conference today. We have learned a lot. And like everyone has said, we look forward for more of this. And this is the beauty of networking together, because you teach us what we don't know, and we'll teach you what you don't know. Together we become great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ambassador Alice. And actually we are already over the time, but let me explain a little bit why personal branding. Just go through. Bisa dipas. Okay, atasnya. Okay, now this is the result. And before is the 10, lagi ke atas. Ya, yang tadi ada. Lagi, ada lagi. Okay, yes. Okay, this one. I cannot read it. Yes, you see? There is the charge of your business. That's personal branding. Everything in here is personal branding. Yes. I cannot read because I'm 16 years old. I need to wear sunglasses. Okay, that's know the game, make the game winnable. Future the brighter than you think. Value the brighter than you think. Workshop, business owner, entrepreneur, CEO, leaders and the dream hacker. Accelerate your uniqueness. Strategy to win. You know, there is even a strategy where you sit when you come to business meeting. How you sit, right? And this is build a team, sales machine, revenue goal, duplicate your business. Is your business sellable? If you are a leader, are you sellable? You are on sales. Sales vs influence. Define your market. Super moves to sell more. How you sell more? Existing and previous customer. This is the 10 times. You know what is the meaning of 10 times? How you sit in the home and you make 10 times of your income. How you go to a party and 10 times whatever. If there is 1,000 people, it means like 1 million people look at you. Right? What is your ambition? How do you grow it? Design exponential business strategy. Today, Ritorsa Summit say your business value, your real value is not money anymore. No business is making money. It's the life you're impacted and strategy. They go around strategy. Now, how you say your strategy and the transformation of 10 times growth. 10 times growth. Digital marketing. Next week, we will talk about personal branding, specific in digital marketing. How to generate high quality leads using power of Facebook, Google, new client. How do you have new client? How do you convert high quality using the business funnel? So this is the model of personal branding. Yeah, and then that's the key factor, the 10 and the result. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. It's 2 hours, I know.
I like your jacket. I like the color of your jacket.
Because next week we are also still in personal branding in digital, because now it's not anymore offline, it's digital. How you go in digital. Yes. Thank you. Love and light.
I like the color of your jacket.
Yes.
I like the
Thank
color
you so
of your
much,
jacket.
everybody. Thank you, Ayla, for having me on board.
Love and light. Thank you so much, ladies. You are my strength. I don't know how to survive.
I like the color of your jacket.
Yes.
The color.
This is
Beautiful.
purple. Elegance.
It's simple. It's elegant. It's
Yes.
wealth. It talks a lot.
Yes.
Thank you.
So I will see you next week. You know, ladies, I tell you something. I don't know what I will do without all of you during pandemic. My business go up and down, but we don't, at least we have each other. We have a very positive movement together.
Yeah.
I love you all. Love and light from Jakarta. Thank you.
Love from Malaysia to all.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for so much learning. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night. Bye.
That's good. I like Mariah Carey's song. There is a hero inside yourself, looking inside yourself. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.